Stop trying.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Taiko World Cup 2025. We are here with the culminating weekend of the tournament. 2 more matches to go this weekend. South Korea versus Taiwan, followed by their matchup against the Kings, Japan, on Sunday. We are here, number 2 versus number 5 seed. A South Korean roster that is, as some say, the strongest we have ever seen from them, and Taiwan battling for a spot back up in the winner's bracket in the grand finals match tomorrow. But that's Sunday, that's tomorrow. We're here now. I am Chili Repair, one of your casters today, joined by Yasuo once again. Good afternoon for you, definitely not for me. How are we doing today?
Welcome everybody to the stream. Thank you for having me again. It's 2 p.m. right now for me, so that's a perfect time to get into this match right now. I'm excited.
What are your thoughts on this? The pool, the teams, everything.
South Korea as C2 has been proving themselves really, really good this tournament so far. So has Taiwan, though. They have come quite the way as seed 5, which is like quite good. So I'm really excited. How are they going to respond to the pool, which is quite hard this week? I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's grand finals materials. It has to be really difficult. But yes.
I mean, we see year in and year out, right? The pools change. Everything, we expect things to get harder. The caliber of players goes up in a lot of World Cups. That tends to be the case. What are we looking at this year for TWC, especially for teams like this who have played in this Grand Finals weekend before? They've played these pools. They know what to expect. Is it harder than last year? Is it just different? Is the balancing changed? I know we've less gimmick this year. What's kind of the strategy from the pooling side here? Was it just raw difficulty increase?
You can see if you watch the showcase that the entire pool goes a little higher in difficulty. Maybe not only raw difficulty, but also, as you mentioned, we have less gimmick. There's just a little bit more speed maybe than last year. So this is also a thing to consider. So it's more difficult than last year, definitely. And now we need to see how the players react to this difficulty increase.
We've got the bans coming out already from the two teams, and I mean, as our resident pool expert, what are your thoughts on the starting bans? We're seeing Nomad 3. We're seeing one of our originals, unfortunately, banned out.
Yeah, that's true.
It's tragic. But we're all seeing Nomad 7 banned out, so a super technical map banned from the side of South Korea.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I mean. You see Nomad 3, absolutely insane BPM at 342, which is really, really fast. We have those bursts and streams in the map that really can maybe change the map outcome at the end because it's so fast. And then, of course, Frums, the technical side of the map is really difficult to read and to play then, so it makes sense. Those bans make perfect sense. Hard Rock 2 as South Korea's first pick, however, awesome song and awesome map. So we're looking here at a lot of stamina testing for this map, as it's 4 minutes long with Hard Rock, 240 BPM. This is a real challenge for the players.
That's quite drawn out, and that's 240 BPM, and I remember seeing this on the showcase, and I went, how many more bursts can you fit in one map at the same time? It's this serious stuff, and I agree, that 4-minute length is not something we see super, super often in these regular slots. So to have a map that's this long and at that BPM is seriously going to test the upper limit of the mechanical abilities of these players. So we're going to see if South Korea has what it takes to continue shutting teams out this year, especially of the likes of Taiwan in this match again. They have looked really good in the winners bracket this year. We've again mentioned at the start of the match that we think South Korea is probably one of the strongest rosters we've seen from them in a long time, if not ever, in Taiko World Cup. Just last weekend, playing against Japan, they ended up losing 7-2, but if you watched that match, you really know that could have realistically been like a 7-5 if South Korea didn't have a couple little slip-ups on some picks here. Likewise with Taiwan down here on the losers bracket. So they've been here for only 2 matches now, but they have been able to defeat both Chile and China 7-3. Two teams that were kind of also demolishing in the winners bracket when they were up there, especially China until they fell down. They did end up beating the United States out as well, who was having a pretty good year. So this has been quite a ride for both of these teams. And as we go into map 1 here, we're going to see who has what it takes to bring them through into the finish. We're going to see a couple early breaks out of Peaceful here, as well as maybe a really early break from Yumiao, it looks like. But other than that, pretty clean.
Yumiao seems to be a Bancho miss, I think, as they still double-S-ing the map. However, Peaceful struggling a lot in the beginning here with a few misses and accuracy drops. Now Yumiao finds a break in the end.
Palembo with a couple breaks as well there. Yeah, and a full drop in accuracy from Taiwan with the Ki hits.
Yeah, the Ki really goes fast, especially with Hard Rock. The scroll speed really increases here. But this is only the beginning. It's only it's 4 minutes long, so this is only the first Ki, which is not yet as dense as the others are going to be. So Palembo really needs to find it. Now, no full combos left from Taiwan.
Starting strong, honestly. Peaceful having a little bit more trouble than I think we were expecting on a map like this, especially for South Korea's opening pick. Maybe just getting warmed up, you know, getting used to this thing. Again, this is not the type of map you can really just jump into a lot of the time, so understandable struggles from most of the player here, actually. Rosemarie is one of the outliers as well here. That is quite the accuracy to start this matchup, 99.7%. Everyone else struggling fairly heavily here across the board. I mean, I don't see anyone else that's really looking like they could ever recover to that point. Applers is sitting fairly confident, almost 99, but that's going to be quite the return to get back up to that range here as we come into the next Ki section. Yumiao and Palembo and Monkey D. Luffy all finding breaks, and Taiwan is just really far out of this one now with the performance of these bottom two on South Korea.
Yeah, and especially you see now, second Ki here, you see the density really increasing, and South Korea just really strong on this one. Taiwan has to be scared now of South Korea if they pick this as a first map. Really confident first pick, and look at their performance.
No, not much that they're going to be able to do in the last minute-ish of the map right here. We've still got a little bit of time left on, but Taiwan, unfortunately, not able to hold a combo on any three of their players on this very difficult map here to start it off. And with 400,000 score going to the avenue of South Korea here, and climbing for the rest of the time if Taiwan continues to find a couple of breaks here and there. Peaceful has had an unbelievable recovery, almost back up to 99% now, going to potentially finish the map off as the second best if Applers misses, and there it is. Peaceful now swinging up from the bottom. Rosemarie still absolutely knocking this map out of the park, 99.7.
This accuracy is insane on a map like this, especially with Hard Rock, where OD also goes up to 9.4. Not as high as we've seen already in the tournament before, but still, on this BPM, it's impressive.
It is quite impressive at this BPM. All we need is to make it OD10 next year. then we'll really give Rosemarie a challenge, apparently. Apparently we need the extra 0.6.
Apparently we really need that, yeah.
Taiwan fighting a bit of an uphill battle on the first map of this match, but that was South Korea's pick, and it is very understandable for them to be confident right out of the gate here. That's just above 3 million for South Korea on the team score. Quite a good start to this match, and decent scores all around. I mean, when Applers finishes at the bottom of your ACK leaderboard there after basically full comboing the entire map.
Yeah, Rosemarie being as surprised as we are right now to see this score being MVP, but just look at it, it's just insane.
I mean, Peaceful had a couple of rough slip-ups very early on in the map, but only 15 100s for the entire remainder, and then didn't miss once after that. So, could have definitely been some early match, maybe not quite as much warm-up as they wanted beforehand sort of deal here.
Yeah, perhaps, yeah.
But regardless, their team is here to back them up, and Rosemarie is here to fight for this win today, because that is a serious opening score from them. As Taiwan now goes into their first pick of the match, they need to find a really good way to respond to this. A little bit of the Tech Gear style maps being banned by South Korea in here, so Taiwan maybe going to look towards that avenue, maybe even looking at some of these hidden picks later on.
I'm opening the statue real quick. Let's see what they did last week. Just giving a little reminder.
They're going for no mod 4, so they are going for no overdose on the opening today. So a burst map, and then again, kind of like we said, it's not really gimmicky, but it's dense, it's overlappy, it's got a lot of 1/8, so it certainly is a more technically difficult map compared to the traditional sense of how we would describe a map.
Rosemary not being happy about this one. It makes sense. BPM being only at 185, so it's a little slower than the pick before. But as you already mentioned,
song alone, you can hear it.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you already mentioned, it's lots of bursts, very dense, and this being kind of like the gimmicky kind of map it's going to be. But Rosemary is back in, so.
Good stuff. Song is amazing, by the way. Everyone, please go check out 77, one of our featured artists. This song is not licensed, but we have a ton of others that are, and they're all amazing. So if you like this song, go check out 77. There's my shill for the day.
Absolutely.
Rightful shill in the morning for 77. But I'm excited to see what happens on this map. I'm excited to see Taiwan turn this one around. They're going to bring it back in. They just got to reel it in a little bit. South Korea had a pretty big score difference on that first map, and that does tend to sort of blow things out of proportion early on in a match. So Taiwan's going to want to slow that down really early. They're going to want to be methodical about this at the start, and they were pretty confident about this no mod 4 pick. I mean, they didn't, sort of shotgun it out of the gate, but they were definitely really confident at just grabbing this map fairly early, so I think they'll be confident enough to do some damage potentially here against South Korea.
And Rosemary finding early breaks here and there. Clean, however, so just accuracy drops below 99. However, High Greek's also striking with accuracy a bit, but High Greek's known for this kind of map being really good on, so let's see what the Grand Foam Nomad 4 can actually do for us.
A little bit backdrops early out of High Greeks. They're going to look to make some improvements on that. And there's actually a miss from Monkey D. Luffy on this density change here. Understandable. That's definitely the section that you want to look out for. The unfortunate part is that this is Taiwan's pick, and that is not the player you want to see missing on the density section, because that is going to be the first of many in this map, especially with the SV changes and the key eyes.
Absolutely. And luckily for the players, this is only 2 minutes 20, so if this would be longer, it would be way harder, of course, because you need to read all this and you need to memorize some of those patterns, especially as some of the overlaps really come into play here. And Harry Ada having quite the issues there.
Yeah, Peaceful did trade out a break, but it was far cleaner. Monkey D. Luffy now falling to the same fate as Harry Ada. Appler's going to start to lock up a little bit here on these density patterns, but that's 1 for 2 on South Korea right now. Harry Ada, Monkey D. Luffy both struggling. If South Korea can make it through that entire section with just Applers having a rough time, then that's exactly what they want to see. Rosemary fighting away accuracy demons in favor of combo finally breaks, but it's Peaceful to hold down the 99.35. And there they are. There's the Peaceful we know and love from that map 1, recovering a little bit.
Absolutely.
Taiwan, they're trying their best through this, man, but this is a tough map. It's a tough pool, and South Korea just playing so well today.
Holding that 99% accuracy there is really impressive from Peaceful. So this is a quite good play.
That is
19 100s. On a map like that. Peaceful, what are you doing?
And look at that. I mean, that was just an absolute show from South Korea there. Lowest accuracy on South Korea, 96.83%. Highest on Taiwan, 96.21% on High Greeks. Pretty decent play from High Greeks, actually, really trying to fight through that one there. But overall, that is just a team difference right there. South Korea, unbelievably confident. And of course, you know, having Peaceful on the roster with that act certainly gives you quite the advantage early.
Yeah, especially second map and first breakpoint already. Yeah, so Taiwan really needs to lock in now to not miss another point to South Korea, especially the Olympics. But now South Korea's back to picking, so let's see what they do.
Best of 13.
Taiwan.
Plenty of time.
It is plenty of time, yes, absolutely.
I really need to see DT1 today. I really need to see Die Reflection today. That map is amazing. I love the song. I love the map. It's got a good map in at least 3 of the 4 modes I know of. It has a good map in at least 3 of the 4 modes. DT2. It's end of the world. Almost DT1, but we will absolutely still take DT2.
Peaceful remembers all the Taiko World Cups in the past.
Understandable.
First Hard Rock 2, then Free Mod 1, and now DT2. So you know this map. It's a classic. It's old. It's by TKS, and now it's in the DT pool for 2025.
TWC 2019 was actually that was the first year Peaceful got podium in TWC. So understandable they'd remember 2019. They've been on a run almost ever since.
Yeah, with playstyle like this and gameplay this impressive, I can understand that.
Very understandable. I mean, they have basically podiumed almost every year that they've played, with the exception of last year, where South Korea struggled a little bit, just getting top 5 versus top 5 to 6 last year. So definitely some uncharacteristic struggles, you know, of a team that has traditionally been fairly strong in this tournament. But it looks like they're back and fighting into it this year. Maybe grab second or first place this year, seeming to be likely. We're gonna keep our options open, Yasuo. Even if
Absolutely.
history precedes us in this tournament, we're gonna keep our options open, and we're gonna see if Taiwan can fight their way back into this too. There's a world where South Korea is only fighting for a 3rd place spot if Taiwan cleans this up, but man, they are making that look less than likely right now.
Yeah. And you know, on the side of Taiwan, 2 players struggling with accuracy, and now Pelomi misses. This is not looking too good for Taiwan right now. South Korea running away with the score lead already. 80k right about now.
Good
And
start.
Peaceful once again. 99.7% accuracy. Rose going in.
Oh, screw it, I'll do it myself. I'll do it myself. That's a good backing, though. I say that as a joke, but really, really good backing in Applers and Rosemary today. Unbelievable stuff as a team. It's as a team, and there is not one thing that Taiwan can do about it right now, because all 3 players on South Korea are just besting the competition this year in almost every match that they've played. I mean, Japan has been the only team so far in this tournament who has bested South Korea as an overall roster.
Yeah. Now even
the stream.
Monkey D. Luffy breaking as well. Entire combo reset for the Taiwanese team. While South Korea just holds on for all those bursts, all those streams.
Yeah, that piano breakdown is a serious choke point there. And that is a full reset from Taiwan. All just above or below 100 combo here. And there's South Korea just relaxing on the left-hand side through these key eyes. 3-way full combo right now. Couple hundreds here and there from Applers. But can all three make it into the finish? We've only got a couple seconds left in the map, Yasuo. It's so close. Rosemary, no!
Rosemary, no. Peaceful Swell.
There goes the three-way in the last 10 notes of the map. Oh, what a team score, though. 3.228 million with that DT multiplier on there and a 521,000 score difference for South Korea. And what do you do now if you are Taiwan? Consolidated breakpoint. 3 maps in a row from South Korea where the smallest score difference to speak of has been 244k. What do you do right now?
You need to sweat a lot. That's for sure. Like, you are under pressure now, and you need to pick something that you can win on. You don't want to lose another breakpoint to South Korea here.
This is a tough situation. It very much is. Taiwan is one of the teams that has potential to make it work. There's a lot of maps left in this pool for them to work with here. But it certainly is going to be an uphill battle against the current South Korea team, who we talked about at the start of the match is really putting on a show this year. Again, a team that almost went band for band against Japan just last weekend and is now down here in the losers bracket to fight it back up for that grand final spot. They've got something to prove this year, especially after not getting podium last year. They need to prove that they can just come back and do it whenever they want.
Yes.
And this is a big fight for them as well, actually. Now, they're podium no matter what with this match, but South Korea has the potential to get podium in all 5 game modes this year, based on the rosters that we've seen from them. Which is something that I don't believe we've seen before, out of any country.
That is super impressive.
A couple of teams have come close. I think like Taiwan used to come close, but then not all the World Cups existed back when Taiwan was sort of dunking on like the different World Cups. United States like may have been there for a little while with like 4K and then the 3rd place and then OWC, but I don't think they've ever gotten 7K. So South Korea would definitely be the first to be able to do it. What a shift in song.
What Taiwan is going to do, however, now is going to pick Nomad 2. So yeah, it's, you see 142 ppm, but it's not. Let's just say that. It's more than that, I can say.
This is, I mean, how do you even begin to describe this map?
Funny tech.
Funny tech. I love it.
Yeah, those insane rhythms all over the map, but the patterns stay simple, accessible, and a little bit on the easier side for those players. It should be no big deal. Let's see, however, if we skip the intro, as it's quite long and it's unmapped, so let's see what we see here.
We've got our first roster switch of the match from South Korea as well, as we see Cho Sung come in on the bottom right.
Rosemary not feeling this one.
Understandable!
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm excited to see what Taiwan does on this map. They have generally been a fairly solid tech team over the course of the entire tournament, especially Monkey D. Luffy down at the bottom there. That's who I'm looking at, as well as Harrieta.
Yeah, Harrieta putting really good scores so far in this tournament, especially on picks like this.
And here we go. First break to come out of Cho Sung, and Peaceful as well, leaving just Applers fighting alone against Monkey D. Luffy and Harrieta, who are both matching that score. High Greeks also with a great backing, 98.5, just above Cho Sung. There goes Harrieta with the first break for Taiwan. But as long as they maintain these 2 combos down on the bottom, they are going to hold this score lead right now. It's all down to High Greeks and Monkey D. Luffy for Taiwan to get their first point on the board right here. Appler's trying to do whatever they can to keep South Korea within reaching distance here, but they are fighting hard for a scoreline that is not moving.
Yeah, and those triples and doubles compared to mixed are like, that's really difficult.
Unbelievably difficult map. I mean, you can just, even if you don't play Taiko, you can see, and you can hear with the rhythms too. I mean, this map just has everything.
Also mentioning it's a Ruby's map, so you can expect that techie stuff that is really difficult to read as the rhythms go harder and harder all across the map.
Oh, next build up.
The 142 Scream.
Final quarter of the map approaching right now. It all comes down to this. Only 17k now for Taiwan. Anything could give this back over. It's Monkey D. Luffy against Applers right now. Shosung with a great recovery. Peaceful, high accuracy on their recovery as well. Harrieta finding a break is going to be enough to give it over towards South Korea. Shosung gonna slow it down though with that miss, but there goes Monkey D. Luffy. That's disastrous.
They're still holding on. Absolutely insane stuff here from Applers. It's insane accuracy as well.
I think that's it. I think Applers has done it with what an unbelievable play from them into the finish here. Accuracy actually matching Peaceful now with a great recovery from their earlier break, but what a score this is going to be from Applers into the finish here, bringing their team across the line. Applers said, it's my time, I'm stepping up to the plate, and that is a 978k from Applers, 25 100s, not a single miss on the board, bested only by Monkey D. Luffy on Taiwan and Peaceful with 15 and 22 100s. Great accuracy from all three of them.
Yeah, and once again, another breakpoint for South Korea, so Taiwan not being in the best spot right now.
This is a rough one for them right now. That is, you know, it was acceptable earlier. They lost one. They had a consolidated breakpoint. They were going to need to fight back into it. But this is now South Korea's pick, putting them one map away from match point. And now a serious fight into the end for them.
Yeah, if this continues, Taiwan has only one pick left to prove themselves. But we won't stop believing until the end. So let's see what South Korea is picking now. Maybe something that Taiwan can be kind of confident on as well, so they get a point, which is really important for them right now. A breakpoint would change things quite a bit.
Anything can happen in this match, and there's the DT1 from South Korea.
You get it. You get your DT1.
Baby. Let's go. Remember the first time I ever saw Die Reflection pulled in DT in a tournament, and I went, this needs to be everywhere now. This needs to be everywhere now. This is the most amazing DT song of all time. It is so peak for DT.
Yeah, without DT, it's 5 minutes long, so
it's quite super long.
It's quite the long challenge, especially for the stamina of those players. And the intro being probably the densest section with a lot of bursts.
There's that density intro, and then there's that one really like complex section towards the ending as well.
Yes. Yeah, but yeah, it's long. And OD 9.7, so almost the same hit window than OD 10, so it's going to be really, really difficult, especially to hold on until the end. If we see a full combo here, I would be really impressed. Let's see.
Oh, here we go. 3 minutes, 20 seconds. Not the highest BPM we've seen on a DT pick by any means in this tournament, but still up there at 248. Actually, no, that is... Yes, that is with DT. This map is not that fast without it. There's misses all across the board, understandably.
Almost everybody missed on that mono, except Rosemary, who just pulled through.
Rosemary just tanking that one.
Yeah, that mono being really difficult.
Couple misses across the board here. Good recoveries for basically everyone. Palermo finding one extra break on top of the competition, but maintained their accuracy with it. And there's South Korea in the lead off of the start. Good accuracy across the board here. Harry Ada really doing well to match up, and there's a break from Rosemary, so gonna give a little bit more leeway into here as they continue to find these breaks, gonna give Palermo and High Greeks a chance to catch up a little bit right now.
Yeah, this accuracy not looking really good for Taiwan here. South Korea with full 98% accuracies on the board.
It's gonna be a fight.
Combo section right now. So finding breaks here is not really what you want to see.
75k almost halfway through the map is definitely starting to get out of control already. Taiwan needs to mitigate this as soon as possible, and the only way they can do it is by holding these combos, holding the accuracy, continuing to bring it up. High Greeks is climbing, but very slowly. So is Palermo, coming up to that kind of status quo of that 98% range, but there's a break from Palermo as I say that. And South Korea continues to maintain this lead. Peaceful has now pulled themselves back up to 99%.
Yes, and of course the 5.53 starting you see here is without TT, obviously. With TT it's around the 7-star mark.
Yeah, this is definitely not 5.5 stars.
Yep.
There we go. Next Ki. Still strong on South Korea. Very early break in that from Palermo. There goes Rosemary. That's the last full combo in the lobby standing. Peaceful and Applers, however, at almost full combos, basically right at those misses at the beginning here. And it is a full reset once again for Taiwan. Palermo, the largest combo there at 300, but Rosemary basically matching the combo as well as higher accuracy, meaning that Peaceful and Applers are just going to run this one through. Rosemary at that 99, now going to hit it by the ending. Unbelievable recovery from what was actually the lowest accuracy on South Korea at the start.
Yep. And Peaceful, once again, that combo and that accuracy holding through until the very end of the map here.
Man. Peaceful is good player, but this is not normally. Please check him PC end game.
So true.
Oh my goodness. What a performance today from them. Seriously. 19 100s and the 4 misses basically all right at the beginning, along with Applers, who actually only missed once at the beginning. That is a singular miss off of a full combo for Applers.
That's just one miss on that mono section in the beginning.
Wow.
So.
Wow. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
That is the team difference right here. This screenshot is the epitome of this match right now. South Korea just team diffing as they have been across the entire tournament. Taiwan is an unbelievable team. 3 million plus score on this map would probably beat a lot of other teams in this tournament. But when you are up against South Korea, you need just a little bit more than that.
Yep. But now we go back to Taiwan's pick for maybe the last time, so they go for Nomad 1. They only have picked Nomad so far, and once again we see another Nomad. Nomad 1 this time. A good Rinya song for probably maybe their last pick.
This is literally the point of no return. If this map does not go their way, that is match point for South Korea. And then that is 6 consecutive points needed from Taiwan, which is... I believe in miracles, and that would be one of them.
Absolutely.
That would certainly be one of the miracles of this tournament for Taiwan to gather 6 points in a row. But I'll believe in them. I'll believe in them until the last second. But South Korea, I am certainly placing all my cards on right now because they just look unbelievable as a roster.
Yeah, not losing a single point, just really, especially against a team like Taiwan, who's just strong, but losing not a single point just proves how strong South Korea is in this one.
I mean, South Korea, as one of the few teams in recent memory that has made Japan look vulnerable this year to a pretty significant extent last weekend, I am fairly unsurprised that they have come to win today. They are absolutely ready.
They are, yes. Nomad 1 being 8 stars. Starting strong. And if you remember last week's Nomad 1, it's pretty much the same. It's a little faster. Or like, I think it's even about the same on BPM. But yeah. This being only 2 minutes 19 seconds. So you need to be not missing anything going into this. Accuracy looking good on both teams right now.
Very comfortable map, I feel like, compared to a lot of the other things we've seen in this pool so far. Relatively speaking. There goes Rosemary on a first break, actually. Score lead still in favor of South Korea by just a little bit by virtue of Applers and Peaceful being way up there. But Taiwan's not too far behind with Yue Miao and Harrieta.
What did you say?
I'm sorry, Taiwan. Oh no. Not into the slow section. No. Oh boy. Oh boy. I mean...
Well, you said it.
I said it, you didn't. Thanks for reminding everyone.
Yep, you said it.
Listen. South Korea was up in accuracy, and I mean up, especially on Peaceful alone here. That is unachievable act for anyone else in this lobby right now.
Absolutely.
It was a clean break from Harry. It was very clean, 99.4 still, basically, but this is just better overall in South Korea.
A few more 1/6 here. A 30k point difference in the favor of South Korea. It's looking not good for Taiwan right now. Peaceful missing.
Peaceful absolutely died. Oh my
this
gosh.
Is it. This can be
Oh my gosh.
Not a sweep. Hashtag not a sweep.
How many matches is this going to happen in that we cast this year, Yasuo? How many maps will it have to take where a team loses in the last 1 second?
This has happened way too many times.
Oh my gosh! This is number like 4 now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sounds about right. Oh my god.
No sweep, and it's on their own pick, luckily, too. That is not another break point away. Wow. What could have been one of the most unachievable scores for any other team in this tournament has turned into a glimmer of hope for Taiwan in the ending of this match.
They really need to take this momentum right now and transform this into another point and another point and another point on to on. This is absolutely incredible.
Well, there we are. There's one on the board for Taiwan. Now we just need 5 more, Taiwan. You can do it. Give us tiebreaker.
Breakpoint here there for Taiwan. Get this to tiebreaker right now. Yeah, but it's South Korea's pick now, so they are going to pick something they are strong on, I hope. It's going to be Noah 5, so we are picking really difficult map. You see Green Shell, you hear metal, you know it's going to be difficult.
It is certified metal map time. I'm sorry, is this OWC now? Metal?
What do you mean? We've had metal in Taiko World Cup before.
I think you have had. I think we have had a medal.
Yeah, sounds about right. Like
In all of my years hosting this tournament, I think we have had a medal tournament map.
at least 2.
At least 2, counting this one.
No,
We'll see.
We had the T map last weekend. The Glorb T.
The Glorb
Yeah, but it's Green Shell. It's going to be difficult, especially on a BPM like this. 260, fluctuating between 260 and 284. So yeah, it's full of streams. It's 2 minutes 35 seconds, full of streams. 260 BPM.
We're ready. We're prepared. The teams are in. We are here with what could potentially be South Korea's culminating map to get to match point. So happy to see that that metal map abusing has become a thing in all World Cups. for top tier teams. What a pleasing sight.
This is essential in a grand finals pool.
South Korea picking a no-mod on this one, too. Going right under Taiwan's noses in this no-mod pool. A little bit of our build-up here. 2 minutes and 35 seconds of 260. It's got to be one of the highest BPM maps in the pool we've seen so far.
Yeah, a few above. Like that 342 ppm that was banned, no 3.
Exactly. Okay,
but it's up there.
That we've played.
Yeah, true. That's true.
It's definitely up there.
Palemo finding early breaks here. Accuracy not looking too good, not being too comfortable on streams right now, as it seems like. But Monkey D. Luffy and Harry Ada, really good accuracy, both having the same accuracy right now.
Yeah, very good.
Palemo struggling.
Rosemary's struggling on the side of South Korea right now. Gonna hope that they can pull that accuracy up by the ending. Oh no, one miss. Okay.
Oh.
Not SS anymore. I was starting to get worried that they still had an SS, but that's Taiwan finding a break to trade it off there. That's Harry Ada missing to trade up with Rosemary there. Unfortunately, not nearly as clean on Taiwan. Oh gosh! Oh
God.
No!
Palemo is not able to find another.
Ooh.
He can't get back into the stream.
Note lock. Remove note lock immediately. That was bad for Harry too.
So much score gone, and so much accuracy gone as well.
That was an irrecoverable stream.
I'm just gonna say, look at the top on your screen on the left side. What
I do not see. I
going
close my eyes.
on?
I do not see. I close my eyes. I do not see. Look at the bottom right of the middle too. I mean, what? Chosung does find a break for South Korea, dropping to 98.5, but that is 4.5% higher than the next closest on Taiwan right now. Are we going to see a million score difference, Yasuo? I don't actually think there's enough map left, but it definitely almost came close.
It almost came close, yeah, absolutely.
I think this map is too easy for South Korea.
It certainly looks like it. Especially for Peaceful and Rosemary, who just...
Oh boy.
Oh, okay.
Rosemary, there we go. There's the one note lock for South Korea on Chosung and Rosemary.
But finding a clean break here in a stream like this is really impressive after all.
Yeah, actually mitigating that to
twice
only,
even.
0.5, yeah. And
yeah.
Peaceful. I'm just gonna be over here, letting this happen.
Just looking around. Yeah. So, check him PC.
I just got an Outlook notification from work. Peaceful is the new president of Taiko. Okay, I understand.
Okay.
I understand.
Okay, that's great.
Wow. What an unbelievable play. And South Korea continuing the trend of this match of just being the powerhouse, the force to be reckoned with. And I think at this point, they have valiantly worked their way through to this match point. They have certainly earned it with this performance.
Yeah, Taiwan is picking again, and I don't think they will go for number 6. I really don't think they will. Because after losing this one, then number 6 is going to be almost as fast with 200 to 340 BPM. So, I doubt it. I think they are going to pick some other mod here. Perhaps free mod. Or they are going to go with number 6. Okay, well that's not something I expected.
Whoa.
Okay.
Wow. Wow. You know what? I like it. I like the unconventional pick. Get you some points, Taiwan. Let's see it.
Yeah, it's getting greasy. It's getting greasy, it's getting fast, it's getting hard. And we see 96 glass.
All right. Odds, over, under odds on a Taiwan reverse sweep.
If this is getting reverse sweep, I'm actually, like, I'm losing it, I think.
At Grok, is this true?
No. Don't ask Grok. Not even Grok knows what's going
At
on
Grok,
right now.
will Taiwan clutch up? It's possible. It's definitely possible. They've done it once. They clutched up.
They just need to do it against the C2, so yeah.
I don't know about that 1 point that Taiwan got. Did they clutch up or did someone on South Korea fall down a hill? Because it was sort of 50-50 on that one.
It's likely, yeah.
I mean, that just means we just need to see it again. We just need to someone collapse at the ending. All right. This map will be very, very telling early. All right, we're gonna get a closer one on this. I mean, a couple act drops here and there, understandably, but a clean miss from Monkey D. Luffy. Nothing too bad. Unfortunately, Harry, Ada, and High Greek's behind him. A clean miss means nothing if all three of you find a clean miss.
You'd have another break there. Just Song missing the first up inside twice.
Okay.
So nothing's over yet. The map is just below 3 minutes, so
Applers is going
anything
to be a
can
problem.
happen.
Applers is going to be a problem right now, though.
Certainly, as he has been before.
Plenty of time, though. I mean, this is 3 minutes long, and we are almost halfway through now. Chosun continues to find breaks, which is really good because they had a very, very bad miss comparatively to the ones that we've seen on Taiwan. Now, Monkey D. Luffy is going to find another one in here, but Monkey D. Luffy continues to just find these really clean, really short breaks. It's only 25k.
He's looking a little better on South Korea right now, with 99.3% accuracy for Applers.
Applers is the key right now. He has the keys to the city, and Taiwan need to find a way to take them. They are going to find a double break, but again, these misses are just so clean. Unfortunately, for everyone, that is just a tiny bit of score lost, and that is a tiny bit of score that Taiwan cannot afford right now.
They just saw each other's scores, so they really know that Applers is going in.
There's just nothing you can do right now. Applers is eating this map alive. Peaceful with an unbelievable recovery from their break as well, almost back up to 99. And Taiwan with 44k on the score difference into the ending here. This might be it, Yasuo. This is going to be the one.
Oh, Apple is finding him.
Finally misses.
Oh, yeah, but it's not going to be enough, I think. There's not enough map left. No, sadly not. And that's it.
That is it.
It's going to be South Korea.
What a play from them. What a match from South Korea. 7-1. The team that fought their way through winner's bracket, beating teams left and right, coming up against Japan, making it look like they almost could have won that match, coming back down to the loser's bracket, doing it once again, and now for one final shot in the grand finals tomorrow.
Absolutely. And if Japan watched this match now, they have a reason to be scared of South Korea. Looking at the performance on those maps that we've seen, they have a reason to be scared. Absolutely.
They do. I mean, there's the thing that South Korea is going to have to consider too, right? Japan now knows what South Korea is good at. And I was going to say what they're bad at, but what they're good at. So that sort of opens up some interesting avenues for tomorrow where Japan knows what to ban, they know what to avoid, and that's that winner's bracket advantage right there that South Korea is going to have to overcome. They have no idea what Japan is going to be cooking up tomorrow.
Yeah, and they having experience in those maps in match is also probably a scary thing for Japan tomorrow.
Well, that's for tomorrow. That's 12 UTC, same time as today. 23 hours from now.
Yes.
But a great match, a great win from South Korea. Taiwan will be our third place finisher for Taiko World Cup 2025 this year. Congratulations to them. They will be earning that podium spot as well as the third place badge. Japan and South Korea to now duke it out one final time. This is a matchup that we have seen 3-4 times in the past. It's quite the legacy matchup, I believe, between Japan and South Korea. So this is going to be one for the books if South Korea can make this match close and potentially pull off even a bracket reset. We'll see with how they've been playing this year. It is all too possible. But that is all going to be tomorrow, 12 UTC, Sunday, April 27th. Any final words, Yasuo, for our teams, for our competitors, for our stream?
Yeah, once again, Taiwan, congratulations for third place. You've earned it. You have fought your way through the tournament in epic style. And yeah, I'm wishing both teams good luck tomorrow to decide the one and only winner of Taiko World Cup 2025. Thank you for watching, everybody. This has been a great time. And thank you for joining me, Julia. And I think that can be it. We can look forward to tomorrow.
That does it for us here, folks. We will see you back here tomorrow, 12 UTC Sunday for Japan versus South Korea. Taiko World Cup Grand Finals. We'll see you then.
I watched it fall away.